Hello traders, and welcome back to Trading with Bill Forex. Today, August 11, 2014, on a Monday, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. How's it going, traders? Good to be with you, my friends. Remember, this is helping losing traders become winning traders. Well, let's grab some of those profits. Can't win them all, but we can try to win as many as possible. As a team together, we can do it. All right, got a lot to talk about today. And by the way, traders, hopefully tomorrow, for the London session, we will have our live trading room up and running. It was supposedly all organized, but I have not received the code to open the room yet. I'm waiting for that. So hopefully we will have that. So keep an eye on the site, and the moment I get it, I will put it up on the site. Okay, so a risk disclaimer. Forex and options trading has a large potential of rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the options and Forex markets. Traders, do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Remember, traders' past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, that is the risk disclaimer. Traders, here's a mugshot of me. You know it didn't come from the post office, for those of you who know what that means. And I've been trading since 2006, 2008. Came to Thailand on a 3-month vacation. Traders since 2014, still here. I trade the markets every single trading day. Love it. My second career is awesome. My first career was a firefighter paramedic for 27 years, and now I'm in my second career as a Forex and options trader. All right, today's a little bit different than some. Today we're going to be doing Let's Talk Forex. Traders, we'll be looking at some different charts, and don't worry, you don't need these charts. In the future, if you want to get them, that's fine, but you don't need them. We're going to look at both charts in the live trading room, so you don't have to worry about it if you don't have these charts. I just want you to know what these charts look like and how to understand them, so when you're in the trading room with us, you'll understand what's going on. But we'll go back and forth between regular charts and the DTS charts with mean Renko bars. All right, let's go take a look. This is the pound dollar. You're probably saying, oh my gosh, William, what do you got there? Look at all of those arrows and dots. And all right, it's not that difficult. It's very easy, in fact, okay? You can see in the middle of the chart there, I did a Fibonacci, okay? So if you go all the way to the left, the first arrow is, you can see I'm pointing to the 38.2 Fibonacci. That was an area that we wanted to pay attention to. And if you go to the next arrow, you can see where I'm pointing to the red filter line, okay? The red filter line. So the red filter line is red, meaning we should be looking for sell trades. The next arrow you come to the right of that, you see a red dot above that current Renko bar. Okay? So you see that red dot. Okay, that red dot is saying to you, okay, get ready. This is just letting you know we think we might have a trade setup coming, so get ready. Now, if you look down there, you'll see the 50% fib right under it. What do we see at that 50% fib? We see a lot of support there, don't we? Okay, so this all comes into play. So that's okay. We don't have a trade. All we have is a red dot and a red filter line, which is telling us, listen, get ready to sell this. Then what happens? The next arrow you see is the red arrow. Now you are basically being told the trade is coming. What happens next? If you look at the next arrow, you see the two red dashed lines, those two little dash things, two of them. That is our entry. You would never take the entry traders on those two lines. You would go below that. And if you see, below that is a support line. That blue line is a support line. I have an automatic indicator that's available to you guys, and we'll talk about that later. But that's a support line. This is an ultimate support resistance line for NinjaTrader through DTS and in Indicator Warehouse. So I would never place my sell order until below that. So I would enter my order, if you took a look at this, probably below, look at that, the psychological area there of 1.6800, 1.6800. We shouldn't want to enter there. So I'm looking at like 68, 6790, 67, yep, 6792, 6790. That looks like a great spot to enter. So everything is lined up. The filter bar is lined up. We got a red dot, a red arrow, 2 red hash marks, and we finally get our entry. And if you go to the bottom of the page, what do we have there? We have the momentum indicator, and that is saying we are red, let's sell it. So if you would have taken that at 67, 90, 92 or something like that, you would have not done too bad, because you would have now, if you look at the bottom of the chart, you probably would have got out there at about that 67, 65 area when you saw that green bar, or you would have stayed in, depending on how you were following this trade, and we'll show you that on another slide. Okay, now let's go over some regular charts. Here's a regular chart. What I did was, when I put something on one chart, it goes over to every chart. So anytime I bring up this chart, this pound dollar, this will come up. So it's pretty funny. I put this on a regular chart, and look at this. It's just showing us there's that 50% fib. The arrow on the bottom of the page showing you nothing because there's nothing there. But it just shows you how what we're looking at on the Renko bar charts is the same as we're looking on a regular chart. We still had our sell. We would not have taken this until it closed below this. Remember, I talked about this. This was the support level, this blue line, and down she goes, right? Again, 67.70, there she is, and we would have been out about that area. So even on the regular charts, it works out the same. What I wanted to show you was the nice thing about the mean Renko bar charts is it's just cleaner. You don't have all this candlesticks, all these wicks. Now on the mean Renko bars, you do have wicks, but you don't have all these variations. Okay, so it's just a little bit easier to read, and of course you have the advantages of all the filters that go into making sure that your trade is safe. Okay, all right, let's move over and let's take a look at another one. So here we have the Aussie dollar. So if you took a look at this real quick, you can see I have an arrow, we have a red dot, then we have a red arrow, and we have two dashed lines. Would we take this trade? Absolutely not. You're right. Absolutely not. We would not take this trade. This is not a trade. No trade. Why? Look at the momentum indicator on the bottom of the page. Green. Look at the filter line. Green. We do not have a trade here. There's no trade here on the Aussie dollar. Looks nice, right? But we do not have a trade. All the indicators have to align. And as we go further into the live trading room, I will show you how you can get into the trades a little bit early with a little bit more risk. But that's a whole nother topic, and we'll do that. So as soon as you would see that turn red, you might not get your double hash marks, but you might be able to get into the trade, providing the momentum bar is red. So this is no trade here. So I just want to show you that even though the system's giving you with the Renko bars a setup, the dot, the arrow, and the two hash marks, we don't have a sell trade here. We don't line up. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. This is the Euro Yen. Okay, so this is the Euro Yen. This is a trade that it's on a sim account, as you can see up there on the right. And this is the trade manager, which is over on the right here. It's a pretty neat tool. We'll talk about that a lot. And let's go over and take a look at what we got. All right, first thing I want to point out to is that look at our filter bar. Filter bar is green, all right, and then it turns red, right? So when it turns red, we get what? We get the dot. You can see that. And after the dot, we get the arrow, right? And below that, below the arrow, we got the two hash marks. You can see that arrow pointing up. It's a little hard to see because it's right with those two candles, those two second to two last candles. There's two red hash marks there. There was an entry. I entered this trade on a sim demo account. Okay, and basically we entered the trade, and the trade has been set. Just go over to the trade manager to the right side of the page there. You can see where I'm only risking 1.5% of my account, and don't go by the numbers on the sim account because I'm going to bring you over to the next page and you're going to see some profit and loss numbers that are like crazy. I think they have like 125,000 automatic, so I don't have that, trust me, traders. So we're risking 1.5%, and at take profit number one, which you can see, which is a second arrow on the left side of the page, you can see that's our first take profit. Okay, that's our first take profit. And if we were there and it hits that, we're going to make $543. Okay, so what happens? Then we have our second take profit, and that would be the end. We could put a runner on. I did not put a runner on them. My thing was, if we get to take both of them, we're out of there. This is what it looks like, traders. little bit later I came into the trade. We actually got into the trade, and that's where we stand now. So on the euro yen, and we're just hanging out there, and we are in the trade, and just see what happens. I just did this, for you guys to show you these new charts, and pretty fun stuff. All right, let's go to one more. Let's take a look at one more. I know it looks confusing, but it really isn't. It's very, very easy. It's a little bit of a learning curve. The little blue dots, that's your those are not parabolic ZARs. Those are your trailing stops. So yeah, that's we'll get into them, and you can actually take them off your charts. It's real easy. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Let's take a look at the last one of the day. Here's the euro dollar. Look at this. I just took this, and this is inside the the London Open. So here we go. So what do we have here? Do we have a trade? London Open, and we've got nice red line on the indicator line, the filter line, and we have nice red candles. We have a red momentum. What don't we have, traders? We do not have a red dot. We do not have a red arrow, and we don't have two hash marks. We do prior to, but that was negated because we had a green filter line. So that negates those two hash marks, right, to the other side of that. So now we have a new day, but we do not have a trade setup. One thing I'll tell you about this chart, and these green lines that you see, these green, blue, and purple lines, these are just support and resistance lines. The other lines are daily highs and daily lows. So the dash green line, the red line, and the sort of like gold line, that's just daily high, daily low, and daily open. So we don't have a trade here, and that's what I wanted to show you. That sometimes it can look like, hey, let's go, let's get in it, but we do not have a trade here. We don't have a trade set up here, and we have to follow the rules. I did a lot of work on Sunday, like over 5 hours of pulling charts back to as far as I could, and basically going through the amount of false alerts that we get. Anybody could say how great something is, right? How great the system is. I was looking for flaws. I was looking for things that were wrong on the system and the notification. There's no system that's going to work 100% of the time. I will tell you that I would say it was over 80% that if you followed the rules and took no shortcuts and you took all 4 indicators and they all matched, being the dot, the arrow, the hash marks, the filter line, and the momentum bar at the end, at the bottom of the chart. If all those lined up, it was over 80 to 85% the trades worked in profit. And I spent, it's got to be close to 6 hours on Sunday afternoon doing that, because I wanted to make sure when we're in the live trading room that when somebody says to me, hey, that didn't work. Well, it's not always going to work, right? We know that in trading. Not everything is going to work. So this is going to be fun. And we're going to keep going back to regular charts. So don't worry if you don't have the Renko set up and you don't have the DTS system. Don't worry about it. We'll get in the live room. We'll talk about it. And we'll keep going back between these charts and regular charts and comparing them. And that's what it is. And, at some point you might want this system, and I'll be more than happy to get it to you. All right. Thanks, my friends. Thanks for joining me. What a great day. Beautiful Monday here in Pattaya, Thailand. Sunny skies, nice and blue. Hot, white, sandy beaches. Quite warm today, my friends. Quite warm. So, traders, my friends, I'm hoping tomorrow, the live trade room, and please check the site. Keep an eye on the tradingwithbill.com site. As soon as I get it's going to be go-to webinar, and once I get the link, I will make sure to get that to you. Once you sign up, you will get a link every single day. The live room will be open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and if traders want to trade on Friday, I will come in on Friday, but there will be some Fridays I won't trade, like example, NFP, or if there's, a holiday or something like that. But there will be some Fridays we're not going to trade if it's really slow, or we'll come in maybe for an hour and then trade. That'll be up to the traders in the room. We'll see how that goes. Personally, I like trading on Friday, so I don't have a problem with it. All right, traders. Thanks, my friends. Have a great Monday. Grab those profits, and we'll talk at you tomorrow. Keep an eye on the site. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.